Moments with God, a time of reflection for every day.
December 17th, his last night. Perez, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians. And that night was Belshazzar the king of the Chaldeans slain. And Darius the Median took the kingdom, being about 62 years old. Daniel 5:28, 30 and 31.
Nobody knows when their last day will be, and men travel, negotiate, leave home, go to parties, and do their normal routine and even schedule things, without knowing that at some point life will be taken from them. The Babylonians didn't know that the night they chose to celebrate would be the last night of their lives, and the last day they would be an empire. They weren't ignorant of what was happening. They knew a large enemy army was outside their walls, but they were overconfident in their city. They believed themselves untouchable and that no army would dare to besiege it for long. But they disregarded the fact that God himself had judged them, and that God himself had already determined to hand them over. They felt confident, and instead of preparing for war, they feasted and drank until they defied God himself.
That night, General Cyrus, with great ingenuity and military tactics, diverted the waters of the Euphrates River. And when they dried up, a detachment entered beneath the walls, following the river's course. The group of soldiers who entered found the Babylonian guard asleep from the effects of alcohol, and after killing them, they went to the main gate and opened it so that the rest of the Persian army could enter.
That was Babylon's last night, and they chose to live it in sin. People don't know when they will die, and the twilight of life arrives, the sun will have set for the last time, and they will continue going about their business as if nothing could happen. But God may have determined that their lives be taken away. No one is ready to die, and no one wants to. However, the faithful Christian is prepared even for death, because from there they will rise to be with Jesus. Besides death, there is also God's judgment. Who knows when God will call you to examine your life? Therefore, it is necessary to live wisely and faithfully, so that if we are to go to our rest, or if we are to be judged by God, we will not be found wanting.
On that last night of mad folly, Belshazzar and his lords had reached the limit of their guilt and of what was incumbent upon the Chaldean kingdom. The restraining hand of God could no longer avert the evil that threatened them.
God gives opportunities, he is patient, and in his mercy he seeks to bring us back to him. But our wrong choices, our stubborn rebellion, cause us to lose every chance of salvation. And without realizing it, we may live badly on our last day of time. It is better to be right with God, and go out into life, entrusted to his hands. Amen.
Thank you for listening to this audio. We invite you to share with your contacts and visit the website BibleWell.com.